Follow us on Instagram at Express Truth Show.
So, popular Instagram blog site UK Gossip released a bunch of private Snapchat messages between some young white girls. And the reason I want to speak about this is because these young white girls were giving their thoughts on black men. Now, once these DMs got sent into like group chats and stuff, the group chats went crazy. So I want to just read out these messages to you, yeah, and get your thoughts. So the first one is, I'll F with a black guy, even date for a bit, but never marry. Another girl responds and says, oh my God, same. I don't see the appeal. Another girl responds and says, black guys would do anything to be with a white girl. It's kind of pathetic. Another girl responds and says, you don't understand. Oh my God. Another girl then responds and says, explain. They don't have any appeal. In fact, they are latest, good looking. I don't know what she's talking about. Laugh my ass off. Ask a white guy to come over at 3 a.m. He'll say no. Now ask a black guy to come over and he'll be there in a heartbeat. Another girl responds and says, black men would go above and beyond to please you because being with a white woman is a dream come true. So basically they're easy. If I tell a black boy I want to pee in his mouth, he will let me. No way would a white guy. Black guys have low self-esteem and love us. Isn't that using them? So they're kind of like puppets. Sounds like they're puppets. It's not like they are not using us too. It's a mutual using. Another girl responds and says, fair enough, but they're not my type. Guys, don't they smell though? After sex, don't they get sweaty and smell? So Stephen, what we've seen there, what we've heard there is the private Snapchat messages between these young white girls now. Let me just make it clear. The bit about them smelling, we know that's some kind of racist thing. You get me? That's not true. So we're going to ignore that bit. The rest of what they're saying...
Me smell good.
The rest of what they're saying, though, yeah?
Yeah.
We have to be very, very honest.
Okay.
Let me let you talk first.
You got me laughing.
Break it down.
I'm trying to be serious. You got me giggling.
Let's get into it, man.
First and foremost, away from the hygiene and body odor issues, they didn't tell a single lie, you know. And they didn't tell a single lie because I know individuals, I'm not even going to call them brothers, I know individuals who keep up these mad things, yeah? Some of these men will sell their mother, you know, if you get a Sharon and a Karen, you know, real talk. Some of them will do the most. They go over at 3, 4, 5 a.m., suck her toes, drink her bath water, suck on her tuna field anyway. So they're not telling no lies. And the worst thing is, the same individuals that are running to these white women and keeping up this madness just to be disrespected behind closed doors and often with open doors are the first ones who want to disrespect black women. They're the first ones, you know. And I saw a beautiful comment. I apologize, I just don't know the sister's name. I saw a beautiful comment. The sister said, you see, and these are the same brothers who will, I'm just paraphrasing, these are the same brothers who will constantly disrespect the black woman for the white woman, and look what they think here. And it's true. Like the first thing, I believe the first thing you said was, she said, oh, I'll see a black guy, I'll mess with one, I'll date one, but never marry. I've heard that. I've heard that. I've heard white females say that. You know how that makes me feel? I don't care. Good. You get me? That's good, man. Do your thing. You want to be with your own. We want to be with our own. That's fine. But for those, obviously, we live in a... don't get it twisted. It's not a racist thing. We live in the 21st century. Interracial things are going to happen. And we understand integration is going to happen for some people. It works for some. Doesn't work for others. That's fine. There's all flavors. There's all walks of life within the world. But for those men that are killing yourself, yeah, absolutely killing yourself for these white women, this is what they really think, yeah? This is what Coleslaw Karen thinks of your Clark. She thinks you smell rude, boy, yeah? So remember that, you know, you're going over at 2 a.m. thinking like, yeah, man, I'm the man. I'm the man, you know, blood. I'm going to go beat up the thing. You're not the man. Just like you're going to run to the man them and say, yo, rude boy, I blew out her back, you know. I blew out her back. I made her say my name like Destiny's Child. She's running to her bedroom from and saying, look at this dickhead. You know, I pissed in his mouth and he sucked the ketchup from between my toes. but he thinks he's the man and that. Obviously, I was horny and that. I couldn't find the batches for my rabbit or the bullet or whatever them things that them use. You get me? So I called over this dickhead Jermaine or whatever the frig your name is. I'm just going first name that came to my head. So people are saying in the comments and when we've been sent these messages, people are like, oh, this is disgusting. It's awful. Like I said, get out of the way. Yes, the hygiene and all that, that's BS. That must come from a racial place. That's some bullshit. Everything else, I couldn't even knock them. I don't disagree anyway, but I couldn't knock them because it's like in life. Those are the experiences that these females have had. However many of them are in the group and between the adding up their body counts, whatever, how many black guys they've dealt with on a whole. This must have been their general experience. So that's what they're going off the back of. So you can't really knock that. You can argue it, but you can't say it's wrong. So you can disagree with it, but you can't necessarily say, no, you're wrong in saying that, because you're going to be like, but that's what I've experienced. For example, Mark could be in Birmingham just like I am and say, yo, Birmingham's mad racist, man. I get called the N-word every day. And I say, rude boy, I've never been called the N-word ever. Birmingham's not racist. That's two different experiences. He's experienced racism, I haven't. So we can have a difference of opinion, but I can't say he's wrong and he can't say I'm wrong because we've had two different experiences.
I gotta jump in here, Steve.
Go on, man.
First of all, let me just clean up a few things, yeah?
Yes.
There are guys that move like that.
Bible facts.
A lot of guys move like that, and when the girl says the part about if I call a black man to come over at 2 a.m., he's coming. But if I call a white man to come over at 2 a.m., he's not coming. This is why I say, you know, a lot of men are devaluing themselves and making other black men look bad.
Big time.
By, you know, running down women the way they run down women, a lot of these men.
But not even to cut you off. It's not even a racial issue. I know it was a bunch of white girls saying it about black guys, but take that away. It's not even a racial issue. This just applies to vagina in general. You got enough simps, gal clowns, whatever you want to call them. Hey, Ronald McDonald's out here, fam. Running around like the Krusty the Clown and Sideshow Bob. Just running down gal. They'll do anything for pussy. They'll do anything for sex. They're, like Mark rightly said, they will devalue themselves from head to toe for sex. To zoom in the poom. You get me? That's what I'm always saying, rude boy. Sometimes, you know, if you just took a moment of clarity, and you just beat your meat, fam. You'll save yourself some stress and disrespect, you know? Yeah? There wouldn't be none of these. There wouldn't be as many of these, because I can only imagine how many of these groups there is going around with you waste man being disrespected. There wouldn't be like all these accidental pregnant. Just beat your meat, fam. Yeah? I know some of you don't even trust yourself. Put on a condom and beat your meat, fam. Protect against yourself.
All right, so let's speak. I want to talk about this part that she said.
Please.
Yeah. She said, black men would go above and beyond to please you because being with a white woman to them is a dream come true. Now, before you comment on that,
Okay.
There's a lot of footballers who, you know, they spend their, up until, you know, they start to get money, they don't have a preference. They don't have no type like that group says. But the second that they get money, they only want a white girl, which, you know, we're going to discuss later. But they only want a white girl wants to get money. So do them girls not have a point that a lot of these black men are willing to go? Not all of them, because I ain't. You get me? Because I'm not. And I know you're not. But a lot of black men are willing to go, you know, above and beyond to get with a white woman. Let's be real. Most of the black celebs in the UK move like that. I would say 95%.
But why do we feel that's the case?
But hold on. No, you're not even cutting me.
Okay.
95% of celebs, black celebs, date white women. Yeah, we're not here to judge that.
Yeah.
One Aston Villa player allegedly was in bed. Allegedly was in bed.
I saw the image
with a black girl, and the internet went crazy. He didn't even come out and say this is my wife. He never said this is my girl. He never said no. He was just in bed.
Yeah.
And that drove the internet crazy. Twitter was going mad. There was about 100 memes. So what I'm trying to say to you is 95% of black male celebs in the UK date white women. I can't be mad at these girls because looking at the TV, I feel like them.
Okay, yeah, I saw I saw the image and that was absolutely crazy. And I said, rah. And I even said to you, I said, what's the big deal? And I said, is it that unusual for a white player to go with a black girl? And I said, you know what, it probably is, because all you ever see is all the wags, predominantly white, and that's whatever race the player may be, whether he's black, white, orange, green, purple. The wags are always white. But stepping into the question of 95% of the athletes, do they feel like they've crashed over that threshold in terms of you might have had a less than positive upbringing, like you might have been in quote unquote in the hood, you might have grown up in poverty, whatever the case may be. So they've crossed over into a new financial threshold. So do they feel like, because they've elevated monetarily, that they feel like they're above black girls now? So that's like, all right, let me use ourselves as an example. A man grows up in Aston, yeah? Grows up in Aston, hood, deals with the hood girls and that. So people in his direct community, so predominantly black. Blows, gets signed to Villa, making stupid money a week. All of a sudden he only wants white females. Does he now feel he's above black females in general? Because he might be looking at all black females with the same scope of, they're just like the little hood things that I came up with, that I went to school with, that were on the ends, etc., etc.
Clearly they are, you know, self-hating individuals. Not everyone who dates outside their race is self-hating, but a lot of them footballers, it's a self-hate thing where, you know, they would rather, and we've had like live calling shows, and we will do again, they would rather date, you know, a non-black woman, and not only date a non-black woman, but disrespect black women while doing it, because to them, they put more value in that. But this is the reality of what gets said. We've had a sneak peek into the group chat of like, I guess these girls were about like 25 or something like that.
Maybe.
Probably a bit younger, but you know, we've had a sneak peek into what gets said in their group chat, and basically they're saying, yo, these guys are that value us that much and want us that much that they're kind of willing to do anything, whether it's get out of bed at 2 a.m. or, you know, sexual acts. I don't know about that, but definitely, you know, a lot of men are putting more value into, you know, non-black women. They don't seem to value them. And this is a sneak peek into the thinking behind that. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. So all you're doing is clowning yourselves. Yeah. So just get the white makeup, put on a red nose, because you're a clown. You're literally a clown. They should hire you to be the new mascot for McDonald's. You're a clown. Yeah. You're a girl clown. You're a waste man. You're a disappointment to your parents. You're a clown in every aspect of the word. That's the part that really burns me, though, all jokes aside. If you say, my preference is, jump off white for a second. I'm a black man, but my preference is Asian. Do your thing. We're not saying don't do your thing, Mark. We're not saying don't do your thing. Do whatever makes you happy in life. Do your thing, rude boy. But stop disrespecting the black queen. That's the part that really pees me off, you know. Where's that from? Like, you hate yourself that much. So I'm like you always say, I'm going to use Mark's analogy. So you hate your mum then. If you could change your mum to white, you change your mum to white. So you hate your sister, you hate your aunties, you hate your cousins. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Because it seems like and a lot of the time, it's single parent households. A lot of the time, these individuals have only been brought up by their moms. Not always, but a lot of the time. So I would have thought you would have cherished the black woman even more first. Because they say, yo, a son's, what is it? No, I think it's when you have a son, your first love, the first woman you love should be your mom. And like when you have a daughter, the first male she should love should be her father. That's usually how the saying goes. So I'm saying, what kind of hate and resentment must you have for your own mother then? That as soon as you've jumped out into the world, you want nothing that resembles her, nothing that resembles you. You've gone as far away from it as you can. Like we're saying, we know that sometimes it boils down to raw choice and preference. But a lot of the time, when I see you disrespecting the queens, I have to just chalk it up to self-hate. There's nothing else. Unless someone else can explain, scientifically, when the neurons are firing and the frontal lobe and the blah, unless you can break it down like your name's Einstein, I'm going to take it as self-hate. And these girls don't even rate your root boy. So you never know that plantain, yam, banana, dasheen. You never know that hard food, yeah? to go blow out this Sharon's back, fam, at 2 a.m. and she'd overrate you, fam. You think yeah, man, I'm killing her, blood. Oh, yeah, I got her biting on her lip and scratching my back and climbing the walls. She'll take you for an idiot, because as soon as you're gone, she's clowning you, fam, to the Beckys and the Laurens and the I can't even think of what names. And the Laurens and the whatever else, whatever names, the Sarahs, and you're getting clowned, man. You're getting clowned. So if you knew better, you'll do better. Away from the hygiene thing, I ain't mad at them girls because clearly that's their experience. They've been dealing with some real dickheads out here, you know what I'm saying? So
men, you know,
let's learn a lesson, man. If it's 2 a.m. and your phone, go back to sleep, man. Just go back to sleep. Or this could be you.
Facts.
Getting clowned in a group chat. This could be you. Yeah? Don't even jump on the hub. If it's past 12 a.m., put the phone on do not disturb, man. Go on in your bed.
As you know, the things we discuss on YouTube are heavily censored. So to hear that uncensored stuff, head over to our Patreon channel. Take a look on screen right now to see the type of topics we discuss, the type of live streams, the type of behind the scenes footage. All we ask is a small amount of $1, which is the equivalent of about 75 pence per month, and you get access to all of this content plus many more. So join us right now and listen to over 100 podcasts that have not been released on any other platform other than Patreon. See you soon.